hope everything is working, but might have a sore throat. Mm. Okay, yeah. So today we're gonna be playing Herstory. Oh, my throat is really killing me. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this game. Mm. My brother actually recommended it to me. I'm stealing it from his Steam account. He said it was a horrible game, but he rated it 2 out of 10. So, I'll see. We usually have different tastes anyways. He liked that one, really trash Blackberry episode. So it should be fine. Oh, but I don't hear any sound. Oh. You know, season 6 Black Mirror, there is this really bad episode. Huh. Well, let me turn down the sound a bit. It's a bit loud. Wait, so search terms. Huh. Wait, so what is this? Add to session. Oh, am I supposed to just add them to the session and then like rearrange them? Let me see. 1994, 94, 1, 6, 7, 7. Okay, so this is the first one. Um, July, July. Oh, I'll just add all of them to my session.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Hey, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that's me. But February, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Oh, so I did cut Simon. Called Simon is dead.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person. I'd like to speak to a lawyer now.
Game is kind of low, as in the volume. Should I turn it up?
You have no murder weapon.
Let me see.
You have nothing.
How about now?
And all these stories we've been telling each other, just that. Stories.
I see. So, and they think she murdered this dude named Simon, who's her husband. Wait, now what do I do? Oh. Computer technology. Oh, okay, I see. So I have to search words. Really read me text. No one has said them since. Okay. What should I search? If it's whatever she said, like framed.
If you put me on you've been framed, I want the money.
Okay, maybe that was. What about like the? Probably a lot. Yeah. See.
My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though. It's not quite symmetrical, but well, I mean, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith. I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Hannah. Okay.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work, mirror making, feature windows, artistic things, really beautiful things.
Oh, the bottom only shows. Wait, it says what? 164 entries found. Okay, maybe that's not the. The game knows that I'm trying to cheat my way through.
A mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the Glaziers, but it's only for work. I can't remember the number. Oh, it's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle. Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said I should bring a photo.
Oh, I get to
This
see
was
it.
taken last year on holiday in Rome. It's the best one I have.
Never mind, I don't get to see it.
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though.
Your glasses scary.
The camera. But he needs them to see properly, you know, when he has to read a newspaper or a menu in a restaurant. Not book so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
What else should I search? There seems like Simon, I guess. Yeah, I got some new ones.
It's the Rockington Arms, The Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen. Peter said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
There's Peter and then there's Simon. And her name is Hannah. Oh wait, I should probably write down the keywords.
Yes, there's an Amstrad
Let
one.
me see.
No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can
Simon.
write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower.
Save the princess.
That kind of thing.
Simon murder. Simon murder. Those were unframed. I did frame too. Okay, what other words would be good?
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Oh, so he's gone missing. They're not sure if he's dead, I suppose. Or maybe they are sure. Yeah, I think it is one of those games where you have to guess what correctly happened. Let me see. Okay. What about... But how are they so sure it's a murder if he's disappeared? Okay. Maybe... weapon. Okay, never mind. I've already seen that one. Death? Yes.
They said it was food poisoning.
What?
There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Someone died, but I'm not sure that was Simon.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick.
Oh, I saw.
Not. And I slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them.
But why is she talking about the same thing?
There's no way he would have picked death caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what was that? Okay, I see. This one is in June 30th.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate. My dad liked to pick mushrooms, grow them too. They said it was the mushrooms. It was hard to believe. Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me that. But, the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them. I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it.
I wonder if this is one of those. What is it called? The social.
Dad was a mushroom expert.
You know, like the multiple personality
He used to take
thing.
us picking with him and he taught us how to recognize them. There's no way he would have picked death caps. that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
But she lived in the attic, but she also didn't kill them apparently. And the police didn't look inside the attic. I'm so confused. Attic.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there. Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
I used to do that, but in the basement instead. There is this this fairy
Could have come
world.
from somewhere else? I mean, could they? We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
There's a fairy world that I called Adventania, like this place from a dream. And then I told all the other kids that used to come to my parents' house for babysitting that the path to Adventania was under the basement. Under the basement stairs. Alright, so they found hair apparently.
She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic.
Wait, what?
It was her place.
Wait, what? Okay, so I guess there are two people? Or something? Like, that's what she said, right? There's, like, she had... What?
I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's like two people. Or... she has some multiple personality thing. Wait, but then like there's like one girl that's named Hannah. And then, I don't know what her name is. Maybe like girl?
No, he doesn't keep a diary. That's my thing. I've kept one, well, as long as I can remember, since I was a girl. Helps make sense of my day. And when you're forced to put something into words, it just gives you perspective. Everyone's on the same page. Yeah, when I was at school, I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though, I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till. Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here.
Wait, what is that?
She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Is that one of those psychological tests where they ask them what they see in the picture?
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Symmetrical name. Oh wait, maybe I'll try twins because
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
huh.
Are you out of your mind? Twins? Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion. There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had pride of place.
It's like she's a different person, right?
Things. When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Wait, okay, I'm not sure, but this girl is like, she acts really different than the other one. Like, especially this one. She seems more dreamy. Like, she doesn't look at who's interviewing her. And then the way she talks, I'm not sure. What else should I put? Wait, but I don't know the other girl's name. Okay, so I did attic girl. Maybe like sister? Ha.
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay? Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay. How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street. slowly drowned all the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down, all the wind and the rain. Floated till a ship came by, all the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son, oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swans, all the dreadful wind and rain. And then it gets really weird, so I think that's a good place to stop.
Is that an actual song? Did she make that up? Like, was that a reference that she killed her sister? I'm not sure.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant.
Wait, what?
She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Wait, what was this? Was she cheating with her sisters? Wait, what was that? I don't know. I think she was cheating with her sister's husband or something.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out.
Yes.
Called me up, crying.
Or I don't know.
Around. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that. My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
What the? Okay, that was a little bit creepy. Wait, but there is this thing about the blonde hair. They said that they found blonde hair, I think.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said. He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
Okay, so there's this girl named Helen who's blonde.
This other person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
The cat flap? There were 6 entries, but I've only saw 5. Helen, okay, what about cat flap?
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
But I still don't understand how Simon died. Like, how did he die? Did he...
No cat. My parents had a cat before they died called Domino. It was this little black thing with white dots. And we never did anything about the cat flap, but if you were thin, you could maybe squeeze through it.
There's no way a human being can squeeze through a cat flap. Okay? There's just no way. That's not possible. Like, cats can squeeze through really thin places. I'm not sure how Simon died. I thought he ran away maybe because he said missing. Okay, it's not a big cat flap. Okay, no. No matter how tiny you are, even if you're a baby, a child, you can't squeeze through a cat flap. Let me see. How does Simon die? Okay, cheating! Cheating! Yes, that's what it is. Cheating. Okay, there's nothing else cheating. Maybe I'm wrong. Cheat? Cheat. Ha. Okay.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on and got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam.
Wait, so they're one person?
Some things one is better than the other at.
Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, I think they are twins. I thought maybe they were one person at first, but I think that doesn't make sense as much. But then it doesn't make sense to me. If they were twins, why would like one of them just be in the attic? And the parents just let that happen. At first I thought maybe one twin had an issue. But then now that I listened to that clip and they're apparently switching places, going to exams, it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe she's just crazy. She's not in the best state of mind. I wonder what happens to Simon. But there was a word I was thinking of, but it slipped my mind. It was oh, it was pregnant. Pregnant, yes, pregnant. Ah, I'm so sorry.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room, and they decided we should get married. Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant.
She's
It's morning
pregnant again?
sickness. No. Well, yes. You found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. It's Rapunzel. The story starts when she's born. Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince, and Mother Gothel is furious, so she cuts off her hair and throws it. Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
I want to watch more of those, where she's analyzing the pictures.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly, and I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Maybe Rapunzel.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it. Are any of these in colour?
So she's obsessed with princesses. I wonder if kids, what they read something like that, like fairy tales or a certain book, they see themselves in that type of thing.
Did I pass? Sorry, I messed it up with all that Rapunzel stuff. Do you need me to do that card again? We were obsessed with fairy tales. Not just the pretty
Wait,
ones.
I feel like, okay, so
The
there's this
traditional
one girl.
ones.
One girl
They
thinks
were
that
dark and real, bizarre
the
and
twin
violent.
exists and the other one
Felt like
doesn't.
life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper, undressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Maybe I'm wrong-minded. Oh my god. Card. I want to see if they have any more of those card ones. Oh, there is one more.
He has a wallet, a huge, silly thing, leather, real leather, I think. He packs it full of stuff, business cards, receipts, lottery tickets. He always carries it in his back pocket. I think that's why he's got a bag back. Offsets the discs. I haven't seen it, so he must have it on him. He always takes it out of his back pocket before, when he comes in, if he's in the house.
What else is there? Strange dreams. Like I'm missing, maybe?
I thought it made me sound suspicious. It's not a normal thing to do to drive to the other end of the country. I wanted to keep it simple. I know it was stupid not to tell you everything. Saying I spent the night in Glasgow when my husband went missing, I thought it would, distract you from what was important. It's different now. Now he's...
Wait, so he's dead. They found him, right? Found.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes. I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman.
Bruce?
I found the body. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Oh, this
Florence
clip is
was
long.
a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Herstory wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s.
Man, okay, I bet if she was a man, they would have just let her. They'll be like, why aren't you marrying again?
You married for life, and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead.
I know.
I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know. Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
Oh, okay, I see what happened. So there's this girl named Florence, and then they were twins, but then Florence told the mom that she was dead, but she wasn't dead, and then she kidnapped her and raised her as her own child. Right? Right? And then she had to live in the attic or something, as to not arouse the suspicions of anyone else. And I guess they found out about each other eventually. Like, maybe, I don't something like that.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
Yeah, see? Okay, that just further proves my theory.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week. Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid, and she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay, so that's what the song said, you know, in the guitar scene when she was playing. And so Hannah's the older one, and then Eve is the younger one, I assume. But does that make sense? Let me see. Yeah, okay. Eve is the younger one who was kidnapped by Florence. So, and then she is more popular with boys. Wait, was there a boy at the captain's son or something? And then Hannah killed you? No, I doubt that. That's a bit. That's a bit much, I think.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
No, what do you mean we've all been there? I haven't been there. I haven't wanted to kill someone before. Hey, can you guys hear the rapper? I hope not. I'm eating chocolates.
Police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
They're the fruit center chocolates. Smooth, soft fruit flavored sundaes covered in smooth dark chocolate. Oh, they're pretty good. I recommend though.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Is that Morse code? Wait, is it? I'm not good at Morse code, but I want to try. Wait, is it Morse code? Is it? Yeah, I am pretty smart, I guess. Wait, if I'm not, maybe I'd have to search it. Shit. Let me see. Morse code. Alright, which
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Bro, she does it too fast! It's too fast. Wait. She's like a pro. I'm not. Wait, let me try again. Okay. Okay. I have my pen ready. Okay.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I think it was like one. What? Oh, okay. I think it was like dot 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 dot. 4 dots and a line, maybe. Does that even exist? But that means 4. Okay, 4. I don't think it was like 2 lines. Oh, 2 lines and maybe 2 dots. Bro, this is impossible! Fuck that, fuck that. You know, whatever, whatever. That... Is it not exactly Morse code? It doesn't make sense. It was like... If we were going by Morse code, it would be... Like 4Z something. Maybe it's a password or... A code that they made by themselves. I'm not sure. Are there other... I don't know. Like, I feel like there's too many dots for Morse code. Because I was looking, and it doesn't make sense that she would use numbers, I feel like. What other codes are there? Morse code similar. Tap code. This code developed by Vietnam prisoners. Oh. Tap code. Wait, what is tap code? How does tap code work? Let me see. Wait, okay. 2 sets of taps we can identify. Oh, wait, so it is tap code, because she was using like 2 hands, right? Wait, is that how it works? Tapping to each letter is communicated by tapping 2 numbers. Okay. It must be tap code. I'm convinced. Let me see. Okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. I have to replay it.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Okay, she does 5, I think. What is 5? Wait, it was like okay, it was like 2 and then this goes by too fast. I'm too not pro at this. I swear it's like this tap go thing. Because it says tab code only uses like the tapping thingies, and then they're like the people use two hands. See, it goes by the column. So for example, if you tap 2 times, like tap tap, and then the other hand goes 1 2 3 4, that's R in the tap code thing. So then it would be 5. Would it? Wait, what was the first one? No, okay, I have to do this. I have to try. I'm set on it. Okay, you guys don't have to believe me. I swear that's what it is. Okay, that's first hand, second hand. Okay. No, it's going too fast. Okay, I think the first one's like 1 and 3. Was it? What did you guys get it? It was like 1. Oh, 1 and 3. That's C, I think. I think it's like C. Okay, so I got 3 or 4. Tap. Wait, this okay, wait. So it's tap. Wait, but if she taps 5, is that 4 and 1, or is that like what is that? No, I'd have to hear it. I have to hear it like on YouTube or something. I need to hear them do it. Hey, let me see. Okay, this is so hard. But wait, like what? Like okay, she pauses too many times. Okay, no. Okay, let me see. Look, there's supposed to be a slight pause, but if only there's a way to slow down the video. Okay, so there's five a lot. I just know there's five. There's a lot of five. Um. But which five is it? I just don't. I. One. Okay, so the first one I got was like 3 and then 2, I think. 3, 2, but which way does it go first? So would it be M? Like M? M? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time, one more time, one more time. Last time, last time, last time.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. Uh. What? 3, 3. Okay, okay. I think the first letter. I think it was like 3 and 1 and then 2 and. Okay, it's always the second one that always evades me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's like 5 and something. 3, 4. One, two. Oh. And it's like 1, 2, 1, 5, I think. Okay. I don't know if you tried, but from what I attempted, it seems to be LRVEJ. Maybe there really isn't anything. Doesn't make sense. LRV. LRV. It doesn't even spell anything. LRVE. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't get the second letter right. I'm just gonna try to listen again. Okay, this is the last time. This is the last time. I can tell you at the game.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Okay, I think it is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh wait, no, it's love. It's love. Love. Love J. What is J? Love J is maybe J. There's no one's name that starts with J, is there? Maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Like love something.
My mother called me Eve.
Wait, so she's Eve? Wow, this game is... Wait, so there's Eve and then there's Hannah. I wonder if there's another one, like, tap? There is. Oh.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code.
Wait, I'm right!
Prisoners of war would use.
It's like the tap knock thing.
We tap them out on radiator height or the attic floor.
Wait, she's going too fast! Wait, this was pretty long.
Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
Okay.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator height or the attic floor.
Okay, so it's, I think 2, 3. It was like 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I got 6 here, which is obviously not right. So maybe it was like 5, 1. Oh, I got 3, 2. 3, 2. 3. 3, wait. Oh. And I got 2 ends over here. Okay, what is you guys? Are you guys even trying to do it too? I got like BVMNNH. That doesn't sound right. It's hard for me to know when she stops. Like when does she pause in between all of these? It's hard. It's hard. But so you've done the exact same thing, so you know what they say?
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd learned from a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Oh, so I'm pretty sure 1's a 1-1, so it's.
Anyway.
Oh wait, so okay, so I'm assuming that she says her name like Hannah, because I have NNAH, like at the end. So she says something Hannah. So am I getting the first two letters wrong because BV does not spell anything? Okay, so I have BVMNNAH, but I assume that I just got the last part wrong, like the first part of the last part wrong, because NNAH is Hannah, right? So it must be Hannah. BV Hannah? What does BV stand for? Okay, one more time.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by.
It's because it starts so fast that.
From a book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the first one is B because it's like 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 is 100% B. And then for the second one, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 4. Okay, well 6 obviously doesn't exist. Maybe it's 5 and 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like by Hannah? By Hannah? What is by Hannah? By Hannah. She's saying maybe Hannah was the murderer? Like the murder was done by Hannah? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. That does make sense more than BVMNNH. I'll just leave it at that, I suppose. Did I try searching Hannah? Hannah. I think I did. Here's what I missed.
Yes.
Oh, it's a lie detector.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Wait, why did she say, oh shit, sorry? Wait, I didn't try lie. Lie. Yes, see? Tons of them.
A week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house. Yes, I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
So she failed the lie detector test. Yeah, see, so I assumed that she was Eve, so this girl is Eve. Wait, is there? Wait, okay, now I'm confused though. Is the one in the lighter clothing Eve? I assumed that she was the younger one. I don't know why I assumed that. Okay, what else did I search? I want to know more about Simon. Because I feel like he holds something. Wait, what if I search Neve?
Okay, you got me.
Oh, I just realized this one has a tattoo. Is that a tattoo? What is that on an arm?
It was a dirty weekend. Simon was going to expense it, pretend it was a business trip. I used a made-up name. We stayed at the hotel, had room service, didn't leave the room, had a great view of the river, and you could hear the church bells. Like you said, it was very romantic.
I'm a bit jealous.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had the one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes. Must have thought we had terrible bladder problems. The next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another card on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back. After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him. I mean, that's when she got pregnant. From that one time.
Did he use a condom? I don't know. Miscarriage.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months. We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after. Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents. Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications. Hannah had a miscarriage. This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
Okay, alright. So that for sure is Eve. So Hannah... Is Hannah the one with the tattoo? Or what is going on? Yeah, where's the one where she has a tattoo? Let me see.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me and Simon.
So I guess Eve is the one with the tattoo.
Pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, the dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
What else can I search? So why would they kill Simon? Is it because she got jealous? Wait, did I search jealous? Jealous? Okay, I think I did. Let me write that down. You just searched any word in you. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe like Carl? Carl? Oh, there's a bunch of Carl.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first. That would have been Carl. He was a local boy in a band. He was a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Okay, so this is Eve. The one in the blue shirt is Eve. This is Eve.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think. I was really into him, regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex. We did it in a church once.
Church once.
Stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up after about 6 months. It was sad, but those early experiences, they help you realise who's really important to you, you know? Family.
Church stuff. It sounds hot.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and then Simon. Differences? She's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys. If Hannah liked a boy, I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. Hannah met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night that his band had played at. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin. She had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
What?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze. We used a hairbrush. After that, we took it in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Oh, what the fuck? What is going on? Okay, well... You know what? Okay, she said that she's a bad driver. But then wasn't there like this car incident where it was Hannah driving? But then she didn't have a license, which didn't seem right. So I wonder if that was actually Eve there driving instead of Hannah. But she said she was pregnant. I don't think Eve is pregnant. Okay, let me see. Which word was it? Was it pregnant? I think it was pregnant.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married. When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving license on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car.
Do you think that's Eve or Hannah? I can't find the taxi. But it makes sense that I assume the hospital didn't have any details of when she went, because she didn't go since she wasn't actually pregnant.
Ask the hospital. I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital?
Oh, I didn't search Glasgow yet. Glasgow.
I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just wanted to get as far away as I could. When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in Glasgow. I was so tired. I just had to sleep. Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from a payphone, and then headed back. Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, you must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then. No, I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Oh, I wonder if they had a fight. No. I still don't understand why she drove all the way up to Glasgow and then she called Simon. Oh, what about witness? None for witness. Okay. I'm not sure what else to search. Eric, I suppose. Oh, there's a lot for Eric.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house. So, it was Friday evening.
Ah, so they did have a fight. They had an argument.
On Saturday, he didn't come back. I waited all day. He was supposed to go help Eric out with something on the Saturday afternoon. They had a job. He didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock. That's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come and see you. His parents haven't heard anything either. Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked in the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back. Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but Eric convinced him to get one. Well, Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
I feel like I'm missing something. Not sure what though. Maybe I'll just... I don't think Diane and Eric are vital to the story though.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Wait, so she worked there as well? I should probably search glaziers after.
He would go to the pub, He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel? Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Glacier.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaciers. We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaciers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope. No, everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, so was the one in red Eve? I think the one in blue is Eve. Fake. Accident?
When I was 8, Mother died. She slipped down the stairs. It was an accident. I had read a diary at that point and I knew she wasn't my real mother. So I burned the diary that day and I left. Walked out and across the street.
Yeah, I feel like the story is trying to say that. I think of Florence, like she died and then she walked across the street and I guess she's been living in Hannah's attic the entire time, but that doesn't make sense. Like, how does she survive there and then the mom and the dad just don't know? Like, they never went into the attic? Somehow that doesn't seem very realistic. Princess?
It wasn't the present so much, it was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror, a nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass, the kind of mirror a princess would have in a story. He made it specially for me. Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember, well, I went over the river. And then there was a church. There. Yeah. And I probably parked, well, I remember seeing a street sign called Princess Street. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There. 17. It was a nice wedding, people said. Simon looked very handsome in the photos. His parents paid for everything, but he's an only child, so it was important to them. It was what they called a shotgun wedding, but if you looked at the photos, you couldn't tell. The dress was beautiful. It looked like Princess Diana's. The training wasn't quite as long though. There's a great photo of the bridesmaid helping to carry it out of the car.
Wait, if this is Eve, then how did she... Eve wasn't the one married to Simon, right? Or were they both married to Simon? I'm not sure. I thought the one with the tattoo was Eve. It's kind of confusing me, shit. Oh wait, tattoo.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Oh, like Eve! Wait, so that is Eve, right? She's Eve.
So I moved out. Got a small bed sit. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion.
Yeah, okay. See, I knew this one was Eve. And then...
So I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense.
I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist. He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome, like that would impress me. I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay, so Simon was cheating, right? What is another word for cheating? Like, affair? Affair, okay. Yeah, see? Okay, I knew it. If there must have been an affair.
Simon wasn't having an affair.
Simon wasn't... Yeah, no.
You're reaching me.
You spelled adultery
I
wrong.
don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs? You cheated on your wife. Is this your thing?
Cheating.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Wait, I'm so confused. I thought... Oh. Okay, no, I think that they're the same person then, probably. Because look, in this one she has a tattoo, but she's talking like she's... Hannah. Or, I don't know, like, you know Okay, wait, drive.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that. It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think for some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
Wait, I'm so confused. I swear there was a clip where she was saying that she called Simon from a payphone. But now she's saying that she drew. Okay, wait, payphone. No, there's payphone. What? Call.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah.
No, it's not this one.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it, and I'm going to try when he came back. Maybe I... She sent him out the house, kicked him out, but I wasn't sure what it was.
No, okay, like, there was this one specific clip where she said that she called Simon. Oh, payphone is 2 words, I see. Okay, I'll try that after.
I slept for a few hours in the car. When I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And Is there a bin?
Why is she throwing up? Okay, no, so she is pregnant. So then she is Eve? Okay, yeah, I assume she is Eve too then. But then are they not all Eve? Like, where's Hannah? Wait, no, but look, in this one she doesn't have the tattoo.
It was a beautiful wedding. We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
See, she doesn't have a tattoo here, but like, were they just both married to Simon? Is that what it was? Or okay, wait, I have to try this. Let me see it.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private? Are you married? How is your sex life? So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage. No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
Oh, okay. Payphone.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry. Tried calling Simon.
Yeah, see, look, she said she tried calling Simon from a payphone here. And then headed back. But then later, she said that she called Hannah. I don't even think Hannah exists, man.
My name is Hannah. Hannah. It's palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards. It doesn't work if you mirror it though, it's not quite symmetrical, but well, you get the idea. Sorry. Hannah Smith, I live at 31 Gladstone Street.
Okay, 31 Gladstone Street. What else have I searched? I'm still confused whether it's one person or not. Hannah Eve. Carl Dad. Eric. Yeah, mushrooms. Maybe there's more about the mushrooms.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
What bags? Wait, what bags?
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed, and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
What?
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
What? What? What?
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in, Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle, it was cold. I looked quickly in the living room, nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom, and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay, so I assume the body in the bin bags, that was Simon. So someone murdered Simon and then just put his body in the cellar? Wait, what?
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on a peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear.
Wait, is this the same thing?
Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Wait, who's Doug and Eleanor? Doug.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
Oh, Doug and Eleanor, are they Simon's parents?
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. They said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the two of us, there's always been pressure.
Pressure? What does that mean? Like, she's gonna cheat on him with Doug?
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there she was hoovering every day, you know, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Well, I don't think just because you get married, you tell them everything, right? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe, at least that's just my opinion on marriage. Like, sometimes it works out better if you don't tell them every single little thing. Well, I wouldn't know since I'm not married, but from what I've read in books and stuff, it just seems that way to me. How often do I... I mean, dust and clean my room? I feel like once a month. I attempted last time. I recently cleaned my room. Okay, it's clean now. But I think before that, it's been like 3 months. Just don't worry about it. I clean. I'm clean. Yeah, I don't believe that. Oh, you guys clean more than me.
1984. It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Wait, okay. So this doesn't make sense. She said she lost her baby in the spring. And then her parents died. But I swear, there was like another one where it said her parents died. Can I search 2 words? Like they died.
Then my parents died.
Yeah, see, then my parents died.
It was the worst year of my life.
Wait.
A miscarriage and then my parents.
Okay, so that's Hannah? Is it because she doesn't have the tattoo? I don't know. It's like tripping up my brain. Oh, other words haven't I searched? Let me see. I've tried a lot. There's a secret. I mean, there's one.
It was supposed to be a secret. Just because Simon is dead doesn't mean I have to give up all his secrets. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to Simon. No one murdered my husband because he cheated his expenses for a romantic weekend in Oxford.
Wait, what? That's new. Oxford.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing, in Oxford. Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
So does it tell you the answer at the end when I have to figure it out? Or is it open-ended? I feel like I have a general picture of what happened, but I'm not 100% sure. Like, some of the clips don't make sense because at first I thought it was obvious that the one with the two was Eve. But then some of what she says, some of what Hannah, like the supposed Hannah of no tattoo says, I thought it was also Eve. Did I search dead? Dead.
That's all that matters really, the baby. Simon's dead, but the baby, that's how he will live on. Our baby. Rehearsed? You ask me the same question, you'll get the same answer. Is that your evidence? Of course I thought about what happened then. It's all I've thought about. My husband is dead.
Okay, does it make sense that Hannah married him though? Because in the song, it seemed that Eve married him, and then Eve said. But I thought this one was Hannah. Oh. What should I click? No. I tried killed and there wasn't really anything. What about run? Run.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Oh wait, I should search body. I remember.
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking do it.
Fingerprint.
Fine. I've never had my fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven. Fingerprints. Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Were the fingerprints in all those places? Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
I'm still confused. Was Simon the one? Was his body the one discovered in the bags? Like, was that where he was? Did I search body? Wait, there was another word I was gonna search, but I forgot. Oh, oh, it was like the bruise. I remember she mentioned something about a bruise.
Bruise? Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell. If one of us got hurt, the other one would have to be hurt too. A grazed knee, a bruise. When I lost my tooth first, we had to pull our hands to match.
What?
Once, I slept with a boy who was seeing another girl. The girlfriend came up to Hannah the next day and punched her in the face. Gave her a huge black eye. That night, she had to do the same to me. And she almost went too far. I couldn't see out of that eye for days. She snapped a frozen piece up for me from the kitchen. So much of our bodies were synchronized anyway. We started our period on the same day. All our childhood diseases, stomach bugs, nits. This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Oh, this is
Really?
fun.
Okay. Here's the rest.
The sound.
Laid a body on the dock to dry. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by on a dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
I wonder if Eve died and it's just Hannah, and Hannah's pretending to be Eve, or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of contradicting evidence here. Can I search like 2 words like Hannah died? Hannah died. Dead, dead, died. Crime.
His body did not real. And his throat. It looked like his throat had been cut. And I didn't see his glasses. There's these thick glasses. It doesn't always wear. Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier. I mean, how could we stay the same now? I felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
I know that's supposed to be my character, but it still freaks me out when it happens. Same.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Seems like the police are coming. I don't know. So I guess the story is basically... I still don't know who killed Simon. That's what I'm curious about. What about robbery? Okay, no. pieces.
Her story is that she'd waited for him to come back. She put on my wig, some of my clothes, pretended to be me. They talked. She'd enjoyed being me. He said he wanted to be with me. Then he took out a present, another mirror, just like the one he'd given her earlier.
What?
That unique present. She went crazy, smashed the mirror. They argued, screamed. He hit her. So she grabbed a piece of the mirror and just swung it round. She cut his throat clean open. She'd only meant to scare him off.
What? I didn't expect that. A mirror. I don't think I searched mirror. Wait, chit chat, what's this? Am I done? Is that a signal that almost? Wait. What am I supposed to say? I don't think. Oh, I guess. Is this a sign that I'm supposed to end the game soon?
The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. Haven't looked at it since.
So, isn't that what happened? Okay, so Hannah went crazy. Wait, but I thought Eve was married to Simon. I'm so confused.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection.
Okay. I see what happened. So, Hannah killed Simon because Simon wanted to be with Eve. I guess that he met at a bar. Or I don't know, maybe he found out that they're manipulating him. Being duplicitous and killed him. And then Eve drove all the way to Glasgow because she was scared of what happened, I guess. And then she tried calling Eve in the morning. She was very exhausted. Yeah, okay. I think that's what happened. Am I close? Something. Close a little bit. Maybe. What's the sound? Oh wait, this is a database checker. Wait, is this what I'm missing? I'm missing all of these? There's no way. I feel like I've already had most of the story down. Wait, what else am I supposed to search? I really thought I had the entire story down. Oh, I wonder if there's anything in the rubbish. Okay, I don't think so. Mirroring game. What's this? Huh. Maybe how about marriage?
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. took his marriage very seriously. After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was...
Yeah, see, he was having an affair.
I almost burst out laughing.
What is another word? But try to lie. Fake? I'm still missing like half. Any hits or words? Oh, cake. Oh, there is one somehow.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict. We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind. And after that, we talked about the baby. Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
Yeah, I searched forums earlier. That's how I found out about how she was the midwife who lived across the street. And then I guess she kidnapped the EU. Maybe birthday. I wonder if it's because I keep trying to search words instead of
Yes,
just
that's
anything.
my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that. It was my birthday, like you said. We were going to have a meal at home. We had our meal. He gave me his present. I guess I didn't like the present.
I've tried to, the taxi that she drove into. Taxi I've tried. And then glass. Oh, there's two more.
No, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it. By hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror. And he gave it to me. No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Suicide. Oh, there is an entry for suicide. Interesting.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself. No.
What else haven't I searched? But I swear, okay, I think I've covered everything with midwife and Florence. Like I already know what the Florence part has. So Florence had a sister. I have a princess thing. We're prince.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed. And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Oh, child is a good one. Child, kid. I'm surprised I'm missing this many. I wonder if there's some vital part of the story that I haven't known. How about blood? Blood. Oh, there's a lot for blood.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that few records? Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So, like I said before, it was 3, something like that. I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room. His throat had been cut.
Wait, so now she says that she saw Simon?
He was dead.
Okay, so Eve was the one that saw Simon dead, and then she drove to Glasgow.
She was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. She was in shock. It lasted about 6 months. I tried to carry on, but everything was different. Hannah insisted I not pretend to be her around Simon, let alone sleep with him. I didn't share him like the others. The rules had changed. Me living in the attic had become weird in a way it hadn't been before.
Wait, so she was still living in the attic? What? She was still living in the attic even then. Even after she got married? What? Hi.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that.
Oh my gosh. Imagine
My
cutting your hair with a
reflection.
bread knife.
Would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
She sounds like a bee. Books. Hey, that's the good life. Stay home all day and reading books. It used to be me. Now I go out a bit more. Going out is nice too. Going out and reading books. But also I search. Oh, what about cat? They had a cat for the rats.
We loved our cat, Domino. He had this little bell around his neck to stop him from killing birds in the garden. And we used to write each other notes and put them in the bell, and we could send them to each other. Mum found some of the notes once, and she thought I was just writing to myself because our handwriting was identical. And we had our own words for things, so she didn't quite understand them anyway.
What else? What else? What else? What about story? Like her story. Oh, there's a bunch.
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end. Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. He's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends. Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real life fairy tale.
Knife. throat.
On his throat. How?
What? I really feel like I've gotten most of the story. But what could I be missing? Cry. There's 0 entries for cry. Okay. What?
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you.
Lawyer?
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer. Yes, no lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
Arrest?
This is a nice of them. Is this where you take people when it's time to arrest them? Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Prove. Oh yes, prove. Okay, there's one.
I can take the stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
Oh, innocent. There's only one. Maybe. Son. Guilty. Oh, guilty.
At the time they said it was poison. Food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I didn't. Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know. Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
Different. How about run?
Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Guitar?
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
What about club? Oh, 1 minute 55 seconds.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, in parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? That seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
Move.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
Did I search dollhouse?
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family, I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Wait, so Hannah wanted to come clean as Simon. I'm so confused. They both talk as if they're married to Simon, but that doesn't make sense. Is they married? Oh my gosh.
There's married couple stuff. Stupid argument, nothing specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to. A long time. We got married when I was 17. Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective? When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Truth. Tell.
I sleep on the right side of the bed, as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Clean. Come clean, tell everything. What is a word that people use normally? Stuff?
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
What about wallet? Jacket? Money. Oh my gosh. Love.
Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much. No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me. Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Hate, maybe? Talk. Oh, there are a few for talk.
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby. I wasn't really ready to talk to him about it. It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my time, to make sure the alibi stuck.
Wait, what? So they did kill him? Well, I assumed they killed him, but... Oh, house.
Sure, yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Wait, so she eventually confessed to the murder then?
I wasn't in the house. I wasn't in the house all of Friday night. After the argument, after Simon left, I left too. I was upset and I wanted to get away. So I took the car.
Car, Simon. Head. Okay, how far am I? Alright, I'm pretty far. What other words are there that I may have missed? that they probably both killed him. What about why?
I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know. God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
I see she has a ring in that clip.
I mean,
She has a ring here too. I wonder if the ones of Eve have. Does she have a ring? Oh no, she doesn't.
About 6.
But then why would she say she's married? What? So was Hannah that was married to him? But that doesn't make sense, does it? Because I thought Eve was the one that was good with guys.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys. She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought
She thought her husband.
But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother.
What? What? What am I hearing? What if the brother is like a twin too or something?
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It was a special one-off. He made it. He decorated it. That's his thing. Where do you find it?
Yeah, what about brother? Okay, that's all different. Please. Sick. Food.
No, not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
He definitely has a drinking problem.
About 8 years back, it was a present to myself. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee with the baby. It's been hard trying to give it up. I think they say you can have 1 cup.
Drink. Alcohol. Bar? Oh, what about pub? Pub.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye.
Oh, I should also
Then
try
next
night.
week I was singing the bar again, and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him.
What a romantic.
Romantic.
What? Hey. He took the words out of my mouth.
I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
Why not them? Hmm. Oh, so Hannah is infertile now after the miscarriage. And then I suppose Eve got pregnant with Simon's baby. But Simon was he's a player. He's not a good dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, problems. Hmm. Kiss, love, hug. Hmm. Romantic. What else am I missing? Okay, give me some random words, please. Oh, chips. Beach. Yep. Therapy. Okay, therapy. There's no therapy. Psychologist. Funeral.
Yes, it was a cremation. For the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
Dead. I think I've searched up that already. Captain. I think I've tried both captain and son. How about seduce? No seduce. Sleep. Night.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday. I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Mess. Dream. There is one of dream.
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him.
Okay. Alright.
That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
What about a Ouija board? A witch?
I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one. One girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
The B word, you mean bitch? Bitch. There's I'm not sure if they would put that there.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's. No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
What's whisper?
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear, she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
I'm almost there. Is it even possible to absolutely find every single one? Mom. Dad. School? Mint. Oh, how important. See.
Yes. He left after the argument. It was about 8 o'clock.
I still have a lot left. I'm surprised. Maybe I just don't know a lot of words. Oh, what about wig? Did I search wig?
A wig? You mean... what type of wig? No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
I guess Eve is the one with the wig. Wig. Wait, does that... Okay, so does that mean like one of those is just one of... Wig. Oh, hair. Just 3 seconds.
What kind of hairs?
So there were hairs. Blonde hairs, dollhouse. Doll. Scared. Scary. Story. I think I've already tried story. New.
No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the rock. I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Crazy. Did that fill in 3 squares? Is this like every single one counts as one thing? Mine. Suspect. Ah! I found it. All the big ones.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband. Okay. So you want to eliminate me as a suspect? That should eliminate me as a suspect. If I was in Glasgow, can't be in 2 places at once. This is the 3rd day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Did I search Doug and Eleanor? I think I did. Doug, Eleanor.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Maybe I did fill in a few squares. Ugh! I want to finish it so badly. Speak. Kick. Stop.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
I swear it is 2 people. Look, she doesn't like sugar, but then the other times that we've seen, she's just there. Look, she's like adding... Wait, this person's not sugar. There was someone, though, that kept adding sugar. Like, look at this girl.
No sleep. Just one.
Okay, maybe not her. And this one. Or the ones with 2 cups.
You find it?
No.
Yes. He left after the argument.
There was one.
What kind? No one has been in the last few weeks. We had a plumber come in 3-4 weeks ago. Someone summoned you from the rock.
Yeah, see, she's
This is
mixing
the
in the
third thing
sugar.
Helen called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day.
Okay, so this is
They say you've been asking a lot of questions.
already July, and the latest one we've watched is this one.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Is that the same clothes? No, they're not. It's not the same outfit. Yeah, it worked though. It's when spelled it wrong. You have to start using these type of words to start searching for the coffee.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
Huh? Wait, what? This was on July. Wait.
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. Sweet enough as it is.
Huh? Was this during the same day? Like, these are they the... Wait, is this the same outfit?
A black coffee, thanks.
No, this is
No sugar. Sweet
in
enough as it
June.
is. Coffee, I guess.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I can't tell. I really think it's two different people. Sugar. Ah, there's so many of sugar.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar. Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording? Black no sugar. Thanks.
See, some of them... Well, I thought this was Eve, so I guess Eve is the one that doesn't like sugar. Since here, I don't think she has a tattoo. What else is there? Sing. How about the... Just.
I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
Here? Work.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Oh, what about busy? At. There. Place. Dance. Oh, how about ring?
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Wedding? Wedding ring gift. Jealous. What are words? What other words are there? I just know jealous. Normal, normal, normal. Off. Weird.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Can but not. Think. Happened. Danger, that's a good one. Danger. There's 0 for danger. A mistake. Slow. Clean. Saw. Bags. I'm pretty sure I already tried bags. Smell? Maybe the body there is like a smell? No. Insects. Hot. Heat? Smell? Did I just do smell? I think my I smell insect. I've tried bag. I've tried bags already, like 5 times. How tea? Ah, I found it.
Could I have a cup of tea? Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
Oh, what about maybe? Forever. Gone. No.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I guess the Rock. You've spoken to everyone there. Someone must have seen where he went. I don't know. So many things could have gone wrong. No, it's okay. The other detective has just gone to get me one.
What about police? Detective.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
True. Police detective. Yeah, one likes tea, one likes coffee, and the other one likes sugar, and then they don't like sugar. I'm not sure if there are any other names that I missed that I didn't search yet. TV. How about STD? Okay, those are the only ones of STD. Doctor. Nose. No one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
How about I'm? is hard. This is harder than I thought it would be. I'm close though. Hmm.
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Wasn't just sex. I'm so close. Okay. What else would she have said? I've tried police, I've tried detective. Memory, maybe? I've tried attic, I've tried cellar. Private? No, private is already done. Private. Details. Oh. How about investigation? There's 0 for investigation? Somehow that's hard to believe. What about believe? Rehearse. I feel like at this point I might as well just try random words. Sat. Room. True. Thought. Even. Expect. Began. Later. Trip. Ears. Now. Before. What about 17? But I think I've listened to enough that had 17. First. Oh! Dry. Good. I found one.
Oh, tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
Trying good. How many do I have left? Did I try read? After. Handsome. Important. Interview? Name. What about her story? Okay. Greedy. No greedy. Old. Ah.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Leads? Month. Park. How about exhausted? Oh, there's one.
Yeah. I pulled over and slept in the car. This was just by the side of the road. I was exhausted.
Road, maybe? Pretty. Wife. Husband. Faith. God. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not sure. Chat. I think I've tried everything. I don't know what else she could have said. I've tried body. I've tried. Did I try evidence? I think I have. Evidence. I've tried. Maybe bed. I've tried marriage. I've tried pregnant. Miscarriage. Oh wait, what about
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm.
What? Just here.
What?
tragic spur.
I didn't tell him. I was 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Magic. Hmm. Random sperm. Okay, that was the only word. Yes. Oh, there's a lot for yes. No? 59 entries found. Stir? No. Did I try hospital? I think I tried it earlier. Hospital, church, hotel. Oh, there's another one.
And the hotel said he was there?
I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Okay. What could it possibly be? I've tried princess, I've tried prince, like maybe queen. What about fairy tale? Oh, there's one clip I haven't seen.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale. Do what you can.
I've tried alibi, I've tried. Did I get all the ones with Rapunzel? Ending. Happy ending, Rapunzel. Blind. What else could I possibly have that I'm missing? Song. Deaf. Maybe in death? He's stuck here. Otto. Problem. I want to see more of the lie detector ones. Leave. Bat. Two? What about two? Palindrome. Found caught. Okay, wait, it's almost 12 already. What the hell? Time just died. Wait, that means I've been at this game for like 4 hours almost. This is bad. Ideal. Fired. Nice. What about fuck? Alright.
No, I'm okay. Fuck. Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
I'm so close. I'm so close. What's so hard? I don't know. Oh, yes. Some cat flap. Cheated affair, girl, blonde sister. No, I tried mirror. Yeah, I searched Eric, I'm pretty sure. I searched cat too. I wrote down cat on my notebook. I don't know which ones I'm really missing. There's too many, it's hard to tell. Look, it kinda makes a smiley face. Happy face. Maybe I just say F it. And go off on this. But I do, okay, I don't know. I really want to complete it though. But I do want to complete it in one stream. I do think I have the general idea of what happens though. Alright, let me try for a little bit longer. Mirror. Silver. Forgot. Shirt. I don't know. What? C. Birthday. What other names were there? Did I search all the names? What are the names? There was Hannah, there was Eric. I searched Doug and Eleanor. I searched Florence. There was like another one, I think. But I forgot. I think it did start with a C. Carl? Was it Carl? And I searched Carl too. Okay, it's doomed. It's doomed. It's doomed. It's doomed. Wait, but... Wait, I can only do Y and N. Y. Oh! Wait, oh, so I'm her daughter. Wait, what does she do? What? No. Well, I don't know. Should I log off? Okay, I'll try grayscale one more time. Okay, no, that's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Wait, so that's it? It doesn't tell you anything what happens? I don't know what I think about this game. Seems a bit... I have mixed reviews. I think I'd probably rate this game out of... like... maybe a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I think at the start it was a lot better. I like the detective aspect of it. What I didn't like was trying to find everything. Some of the words didn't make sense to me, and then they limited it to 5 clips, which kind of annoyed me. I guess I like that there was no definitive answer. But I think the issue with the game for me is that neither one of the theories make sense. Like, I thought at first that they were twins, but how? I find it hard to believe that the parents would never go inside the attic. Why wouldn't they go inside the attic? Oh, I guess that's how you get all of the clips. I mean, there is the double personality. I think it. Okay, well, which one do you think makes more sense? I think the twins thing makes more sense. I think the double personality thing doesn't make sense at all. It makes less sense. Because that's just not how it works. Like, you don't just randomly... I don't know. And besides, if it was... she had multiple personalities. I think some of the things that she said wouldn't make sense. Such as her mom saying that she wasn't dressed, and then a few seconds later she was dressed. There were twins and then one died. Or her obsession with the Rapunzel thing. Actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess she could be faking it too. That's what I thought. But I don't think it matters, okay? It doesn't matter. Like, that type of thing doesn't matter. You can't get away with murder that easily if they have evidence and everything. Which is why she probably hasn't been arrested yet. If there was a lot of evidence, I don't think. I think they just arrest her no matter what. On the lie detector test, the only thing that she failed was... what's her name? Which was... I guess she tried to say she was Hannah? I don't know, but lie detectors aren't reliable. So you can't really know. Oh yeah, I think overall it was pretty fun. I'm gonna play League soon. I'm excited for League. I've been de-rusting. But yeah, thanks for coming to stream. I should probably go to bed. It's almost 12. I have class tomorrow in the morning. But yeah, okay. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Good night. Sleep well. Thank you, okay. Bye bye.